Hi folks. First off, thanks for coming with us on our adventures. I wanted to let everyone know a few things, but first let me tell you what's going on in this video. You could also just mute me and read the description. I didn't make a regular trip video for this one, but I think you'll really like these scenes. Last August, we had a few days left on our National Park's annual pass, so we decided to squeeze in one more trip to Yosemite. We went up Tioga Road to the Toulumne Meadows Wilderness Center to see what walk-up permits were available, and we got one for May Lake Trailhead. Little spot just west of Olmsted Point. They just happened to pull over in a little pull-out a couple weeks ago and walked off the road a little bit and found this. May Lake is also a nice day hike. You don't need permits for day hiking in Yosemite except to go up the Half Dome cables, but we got a permit because we wanted to camp in the wilderness. This is a relatively easy hike, about 2.5 miles in and 500 feet up. We had lunch at Toulumne Meadow, drove over to the trailhead, put on our backpacks. Each trailhead has slightly different rules. A bit over a mile in on this one, there's a backpacker campground at May Lake, which is also at a High Sierra camp. The elevation is about 9,200 feet, and there's 10,000 plus foot Mt Hoffmann in the background. But the campground was on a windy, open area on the lakeshore. There was 3 or 4 tents already there, plus the High Sierra camp full of people. So we took the next option and went about a mile down the trail past May Lake. Once we were the required mile or so past May Lake, we just make our way about 100 yards off trail. The rule is 200 feet away from the trail or water, and we set up our tent. And we didn't see anyone else till we hiked out the next morning. I'll put a link to the Yosemite Park permit page in case you want to know more about the system here. Their webpage has very detailed information and will give you a fair idea what the permits are like for most of the Sierras. I'll put a link to the High Sierra Camp's webpage in the description as well. That's a system of camps in the mountains that are full service. You basically just bring yourself and some clothes and they have everything else there for you. It's really hard to get into and pretty expensive. So that last mountain we zoomed in on was Mount Clark. There's Cloud's Rest, and we'll show you May Lake with Mt Hoffmann in just a second. So what we've got coming up is, well, I'm still getting denied on the Cloud's Rest permit, but we do have a permit to hike from Yosemite Creek Campground about 9.5 miles to the edge of El Capitan in July, and we're going to go and look over the edge of El Capitan, and that should be a really good hike. We've got 2 nights in the wilderness there, and I'm also going to spend a week going through the desert and Utah and the north rim of the Grand Canyon in June. So we do have some films coming up, but in the meantime, I'm not sure. Some of my stuff, it might not be of that much interest to a lot of you guys. I might do some train rail fanning stuff, some hobby stuff. I don't expect you to watch all that stuff, but I just do want my subscribers to know that we're really glad you enjoy going on trips with us and that we will be getting out there again soon. So if my latest video is uninteresting or unrelated to the outdoors, please check out my channel page and see the featured channels section. You'll find an endless amount of outdoors entertainment in that list, and I'd also say take a look at the comments on any of these videos, and you'll find some great YouTube channels as well. Many of these folks who comment are also YouTubers. So, like I said, it might be a couple months before we have anything super exciting to post. I will have a few local hikes, maybe. There's some wildlife I'd really like to catch in action for you guys. But fair chance I won't have anything too exciting till June or July. The desert doesn't get hot enough for me to get out there until late May, and this year it's really crowded in the desert because there's a lot of flowers, and if you've been watching, we like to go where no people are, so we'll be waiting until there's no people. I have some really interesting hikes planned in the desert that few people do as well, so for the most part I try to only make videos of stuff that other people haven't already made great videos of, because if somebody else has already done a great video, then I'll just watch theirs. So anyway, that's, we just wanted to let you know that, like I said, it might be a little while, but we are gonna get out there this summer, so you will want to stay tuned. And thanks again for watching. We really never expected to get this many views on any of this stuff. But we do like to hand out information about the hikes. I know I was desperate for information on how to do most of the stuff that I do before I went, and other people helped me. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps of any information you might need to get out there and see what we're seeing. So hopefully, if you can get out there, do get out there, and if you can't, well, we're doing our best to take you with us. So thanks for coming with us. Bye-bye.